So, hey guys, Chausu here. So I'm currently farming the PvP finals pretty hard. Wasn't really the plan, but sometimes I get the feeling and well, I'm on vacation and everything, there's not a lot going on. It's horrible weather in Sweden where I live as well, so not much to do. So I figured why not? But one thing that is important if you want to farm PvP, it's that you are able to pretty consistently win against the better teams. And obviously, like, if you go into for top 500, there's a lot of teams to choose from. If you go for top 100, a bit less teams to choose from, but usually a few you can beat. But going for top 10, well, now we're getting very specific. Many seasons that I consider going for top 10, I've just not been able to beat a lot of the teams consistently. And the teams have been different over the years. We've had Psy, we've had Int, we've had Dex, like we've basically gone through all of them. And currently, one of the biggest teams on defense is Free Spirit. It's pretty hard to define Free Spirit though, since it can come in some different variations, but like the teams I will be choosing here has most of them. There's also some variations that uses like Roger as well. I won the first one here. I will say that with this particular team, I did 100 battles against 4 different Free Spirit F teams in the top 10, and they all ran very similar teams. The only big difference was that some ran Tama on the front line, some ran Tama on the bench. In my opinion, bench Tama is a lot easier since you don't have to deal with that healing, and Tama is very bulky on Free Spirit teams. But yeah, one big issue with facing Free Spirit, especially this variant, is that it has a lot of RNG from the combination of Wives and V2 Oden. It's hard to deal with, and I decided pretty early I wanted to commit to Striker since they are both buffed this season with the defense, and they were able to run the 2 best units in PvP right now in Roger Whitebeard and Luffy Yamato. But the question was just what team to run. And yeah, I had basically decided most of it. Like, the front line is pretty simple. We have 4 of the best strike units in Kanjuro, Tesoro, Sasaki, and Roger Whitebeard. It's not like I think Kanjuro and Sasaki are amazing units, like especially Sasaki has an awful special. The main thing is that they are what Striker has, and they have good abilities that add stability so you don't take too much damage. Tesoro also adds stability and also adds some speed, so he's very good. And then Roger Whitebeard just so you can get basically 2 guaranteed kills if he hits. Luffy Yamato as a starter makes no sense to me. They are basically useless unless there's less than 50 seconds on the clock. But it also means that they are the best sub you can have. Legend subs have been a thing in the past from time to time, but usually you build teams with like 4 legends, 1 PvP recruit, 3 PvP recruits on the bench, for example. But yeah, Luffy Yamato on the bench, and then we have the Boa sisters, really good together, very strong, they can help clean up in the end. But the main issue here was picking that final unit. As you see, I settled on V1 Oden, which is very unorthodox, considering this is not a slasher team. But I tried basically everything. I tried V1 Yak, I tried Super Tandem Kaido. Is it Super Tandem? Yes, it's Super Tandem Kaido. Yeah, I tried him. It wasn't that great either. I tried basically everything imaginable. But the one that gave the best results was Oden. And the reason for this is, there's 2 main reasons. First, you get a lot of speed, as usually one of the reasons you use Oden. This means that you have the chance of going early with Roddy Whitebeard. And if you go first with Roddy Whitebeard, that's usually a very good sign. You have a big advantage after that. But at the same time, even if you get hit by Oden or Boa, you can get back pretty quickly after that. It's not game over. A lot of other variants I've tried was that if Roddy Whitebeard got disrupted, you couldn't recover. But I've successfully recovered a lot of times with this particular comp. Another good thing, which sounds weird, is that Oden is very frail. This game I'm actually going to lose, and I think one reason for that is that Oden died so late. Oden rarely gets past the 50 seconds. But it's perfect for Oden to help in the beginning, speed up the team. Oden special also does fixed damage, which helps manage to get the enemy down in HP and stuff like that. He can also pick up some kills after Roddy Whitebeard, like Sanji often survives, for example, but Oden can come in and finishing off. But yeah, get low HP. He dies right around the time when we are at the 50-second mark. And then we get a better unit in Luffy Yamato. But yeah, as you see there, Roddy Whitebeard going down. I got hit by wives. Like, there's a lot of RNG throughout the battles. There's not always much you can do. But as said, I used this team for 100 battles. And my win rate was actually really good. I ended up with 85 wins, 15 losses. So that's an 85% win rate. So in this video, I have 5 battles. So on average, I should win at least 4. But that's not really how RNG works. Like in my experience, I could go on win streaks of like 15, 20. But then suddenly I lost 2 in a row, won 3, lost 1. So it's a very volatile matchup for sure. And quite infuriating, but in the end, the important thing is that you win quite a bit more than you lose. The meta in top 10 has been a bit weird. They basically takes turns with Free Spirit and Slasher. I have a different team I use for Slasher. I might show it maybe on Saturday or something. But then they've also changed up the Free Spirit team. They use Roger now. One guy has also a striker focused team, which is also very annoying. So a lot to deal with, and every time someone puts up a new team, you have to decide like, how do I deal with this? One thing I want to say is that even if I had an 85% win rate, it doesn't mean that you would as well. Like, a lot of things matter, like stats of the opponents, your own stats, stuff like that. So this is just a very specific sample. In general, you really shouldn't face Free Spirit on defense. Only reason I'm doing it is because I don't have much of a choice. Every defenses are Free Spirit, Slasher or Striker. But yeah, that's 3 wins, 1 loss in this video. So hopefully we can win the last one to keep up the average. But yeah, basically now when I kind of settled on teams, I don't really pay much attention when I play. I do something else. I close my iPad. I only have music on so I can hear when the battle is over. When the battle is over, I just move on to the next battle. And if I lose, I try not to overreact and change things, because in the end now I've tested the team so extensively, so just have to accept that there's never going to be a 100% win rate. But yeah, there's a few days left and I've not decided where I'll go for. Like right now, I'm in like range of first, but I've never been competing for first in any final in PvP. So I can't really say I have any expectations or anything. I will just let it play it out, to be honest. See what happens. Like, top 10 should be secured, so I'm pretty happy with that. But it would be cool to collect one of my missing titles. Like, I have won basically everything else. The only things lacking are like a big alliance win and, well, a personal blitz title as well. But that will probably never happen. I'm way too old for that. The physical requirements to get first in blitz are a bit too much for me. Like, you can sleep maximum of like 2 hours during like over 2 days of grind. Yeah, that's a bit much. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.